Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Is It Worth It? Today I'm going to be talking about the Taylor food thermometer. First, I just want to say that I highly recommend food thermometers in general. Many years ago, I used to not have a thermometer and I would just cook until I knew the food was done. And for someone like me who eats a lot of chicken breast, that's a problem because you would overcook it and the food would come out really dry, taste like cardboard. So now what I've done for the last few years is I invested in a food thermometer. I made sure that while I'm cooking it, just to check the temperature, and I'll always take out the food as soon as it's ready. So chicken, as soon as it hits 165, take it out of the oven or off the grill. Pork, if I'm doing a pork roast, as soon as it hits 145, take it out of the oven, take it off the grill, whatever it is. And the result is my meat is way more juicy and just much better to eat, and I can really enjoy my food now rather than eating dry cardboard. So in general, I do recommend thermometers. But let's talk about this specific one. This is a Taylor food thermometer. I bought this one at Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm sure you can get it at a variety of other retailers as well. Very simple. It's got two buttons, on and off, and then Fahrenheit and Celsius. So in the US, you're going to use your Fahrenheit. If you're pretty much anywhere else in the world, you can of course use Celsius. But we're in the US, so I'm going to leave it on Fahrenheit. What I like about it, aside from just being a simple thermometer, is it's compact, and I like this little feature that the probe actually folds into the body itself. So it keeps it nice and thin when you're not using it, but then when you are using it, it gives you about 3 inches, maybe 4 inches of space to stick into your food, because you should get that center temperature. And it folds away when you're not using it. So if you're, let's say if I was going to go out to the grill and check some meat, I could put that in my pocket and I don't have to worry about having any unfortunate injuries, if you know what I mean. So you can put it in your pocket, you're going to be nice and safe. So I definitely like the compact nature of that. Now, another cool feature is it has 2 magnets on it. So you don't have to worry about finding a spot for the drawer in it. You could simply find your refrigerator and stick it right to the side of the refrigerator. So now it's there, you know where it is, and it will also encourage you to use it more. Rather than have to worry about digging it out, you know exactly where it is. Take it out, check your food, see if it's at the right temperature or not. Now, another thing we have besides the magnetism, I don't know, whatever, the magnets on the back, is we have a bottle opener. Pretty cool, right? It slides right out from the device itself. So if you're like me, and you had a bottle opener on the side of your refrigerator, you can kind of get rid of this now and just replace it with this. Now you got a 2-in-1. You got a bottle opener, you have a thermometer. It's great. So, let's do a demo. I think it's a good time for a demo. Grab my bottle of 2 roads here. Use my handy dandy bottle opener thermometer. Not a great bottle opener, but it gets the job done. Cheers. Now, enough about the positives, which there are some definite positives about it. Let's talk a little bit about the negatives. So if we take a look at the back here, right in between the 2 magnets, you'll see a scraped up battery area. And the reason why is because I've already had to change the battery on this. I've had it for about 3 months, and I use it for at most twice a week, sometimes only once a week. So I don't use it a ton, but I already had to change the batteries. And it uses those little circular batteries about the size of the magnet. So you have to go to the store, find those little batteries, and then take a screwdriver. And it's not the easiest thing in the world to change, but it's kind of annoying that the batteries didn't even last a full 3 months when I hardly use it, maybe, like I said, once or twice a week. Other than that, one of the things I said positive about it was the batteries. Now the negative is actually on the packaging for this device, it shows this on the side of a grill for the magnets, to talk about how it's magnetic. Well, I put it on the side of my grill, and what happened, well, I put the first one that I had, this is actually my second, I put it on the side of my grill, and I guess the heat from the grill loosened the glue on the magnets, so I actually, when I went to pull off my thermometer, the magnet stayed on the grill and the thermometer came with me. So it kind of broke my first one. The other way my first one broke is because I did think, because the packaging showed it on the grill, I did kind of think that I could leave it just stationed there on the grill, and of course it rained, and rain isn't great for electronics, so it broke. So I had to go out and get another one. Not their fault. I can't fault the thermometer for the rain part, but definitely don't show it on a grill if it's not going to be able to take the heat of the grill, and the magnets are going to come off. So that's a little bit of a negative there. But in general, it works pretty well as a thermometer. So without any further ado, I've got a pork roast in the oven, so let's go do a demo. So here we have our nice bacon wrapped pork roast. And I know that pork roast should be cooked to 145. I don't want to cook it any more over 145 because then it's going to start getting dry. I want it nice and juicy. So I'm going to turn my thermometer on here. I'm going to take a second to get on. And I'm going to stick it right in that pork roast. Really try to get to the center of that pork roast. And you see our numbers going up here. It's staying at about 125. So I know this has about another 20 degrees to cook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the thermometer, turn it off, fold it away. I'm going to put it back on the refrigerator. I'm going to put this back in the oven and we're going to finish cooking it. Make sure to get it right to 145 so it's nice and tender and juicy. So that's pretty much it for the thermometer. You heard me talk about the pros, which it definitely does have some. You heard me talk about the cons, which it definitely does have some. So I would rate the thermometer as meh. I mean, I can't really say it's worth it or it's not worth it. It's an okay thermometer. If you're at Bed Bath & Beyond and you need one, it's okay to pick one up. But by no means do you really need to have this one. Would I say go out and make sure you have this one. So it's really totally up to you. If you're like my wife and I walking around Bed Bath & Beyond and you're a few dollars short of that next level coupon, that 15 off 50, sure, go for it. It's not going to hurt you. You're not going to really regret your purchase, but it's not going to be amazing either. In any case, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have an awesome thermometer that you want to recommend, I would love to know. So let me know and subscribe to the channel if you like this. I love to review electronics, gadgets, whatever. If you have something in mind you'd like to hear my take on, just let me know and I'd be glad to do a video. Until next time, everybody, thanks so much.